Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've paused the mission and we are about to go into a launch. But before I do that, I'm going to go into a interactive tutorial. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to step out of this for a moment and hopefully you can see this. Um, Here is what all those colored shirts mean on an aircraft carrier's deck. So what I want to do, I want to go to you. I want to go to my page. I want to go live, and I guess I'm gonna have to make another announcement here, but it's okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to switch back and forth, but I am gonna do this live, and we'll see what we see here. And let me see here. There was a screen share option, so boom, I'm gonna use the camera, and let's see if we can't get start screen share. Okay. Okay, and that's really all they're giving me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share. I'm going to try to. I guess it's going to. Darn it. Let's see here. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's not going to. All right, I'll work this out. And we're going to go live. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is going to be kind of, I don't know. It's going to be a little weird, but we're going to get through it. Okay, so basically we'll just start out with, I'm going to be putting this on YouTube and I'm doing it Facebook Live, and so, well, we're going to see how this works out. Then I may as well just go ahead and just go through it. So here's what all those colored shirts mean on an aircraft carrier's deck. If you follow me on Facebook, you can see the link and you can go through this yourself. But I'm actually going to have to do some magic here because I want this to pop up, and I'm actually recording this for YouTube. You guys will see the whole thing, but it's all right. We'll get through this. All right, so we'll resume, and you guys won't be able to hear the sound like I'd like you to hear the sound, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to just taxi around the ship. Our wings are folded up, and we're going to roll forward, and we're going to just kind of taxi past. Now, some flight operations are going on. They are shooting some aircraft off the deck, and I just want to come closer to these guys. I'm not going to run them over. Got some active F-18s over there being launched, and let's look at. All right, let's not run these guys over. See what we got. We got purple. Those purple guys are fuel guys. They're called grapes as slang. So we can see yellow shirt. We can see purple, yellow and purple and green. And I want to get my aircraft close so we can go outside and we can take an outside look. Let's make sure we're powered down. Let's take a look outside. So what do we got here? Can't zoom in. We can see yellow, green, and purple. All right, so we got yellow, green, and purple. Let's examine. Let's see who these guys are. Let's find a yellow guy. Come on, scroll, scroll, scroll. All right, yellow. Okay, yellow shorts are worn by aircraft handlers and aircraft directors that shuttle aircraft around the carrier's tight, chaotic deck. Catapult officers and arresting gear officers also wear yellow shirts. Because yellow shirts are so involved with taxiing aircraft, they're often featured prominently in dramatic photos depicting carrier deck operations. And we saw green. Now, their shirts are not green. Well, the shirt's green, but the yellow, so. I guess the actual shirt is yellow. So that's what we're going by, and these guys are green. Green shirts are worn by some of the hardest working sailors on the deck, including ones who run and maintain the ship's catapults arresting gear, hook runners who make sure the ship's cross-deck pendants, or what we call wires, make it back into position to trap another aircraft by coercing them with 5-foot steel bars. They wear the green shirts. This is one of the most dangerous positions on the flight deck, as wires can snap across the deck at high speed, slicing through whatever or whoever they come into contact with. You can read the rest on your own. We have blue. We'll see if we can find some blue plane handlers. They work under the direction of yellow shirts wearing plane handlers who work under the direction of yellow shirt wearing aircraft handlers assist in moving aircraft around the deck. They can also operate the carrier's massive elevators, aircraft elevators, drive tractors, and work as messengers and verbal liaisons. We have purple. These are the field guys. We refer to them as grapes. And it says this in the article. Purple shirts, better known as grapes, are all about aviation fuels. They fuel and defuel aircraft carriers, often on very tight schedules. Obviously, pumping fuel at high pressure in the jets loaded with explosives, full of hot electronics and mechanical devices is not exactly a low-risk proposition. One spark caused by a grounding issue or many other possibilities could cause a real disaster. We have red. All right, the Reds, they do hazardous things. Ordnance men. So you see these guys are handling the missiles and things like that. So you can see their red shirts. And we have white shirts, which we will definitely see. There's browns. That's a brown shirt. They tells you a brown. Plane captains. Loosely equivalent to a crew chief in the Air Force. And you can go in, and white shirts are worn by a fairly wide mix of deck crew. I mean, these could be air wing quality control personnel, squadron plane inspectors, safety observers, but landing signal officers are the guys that talk them back down, so that would be a white shirt. And you can see some of the things here. So we're going to go by, and this was a pretty good article. I shrunk it down so it could fit in the window. And let's come on back and see what we have here. All right, let's come back into resume. You can see the jet blast door there up. A kind of nice bird's eye view of what's going on, but we can see purple down there, we can see green, and we can see yellow. And you can see me, you better make a really tight turn so we're not moving. Let's get back in the aircraft. So we can see yellow, green, purple. Just looking for a white shirt. And we will see if we find one. We'll go ahead and start moving. Now, the reason why I like this is the digital combat simulator. These guys are actually going to help me get hooked up to the catapult. Not these guys. I'm trying to see. Now, the sun is in my face. And yeah, we should get a really nice, good picture on this side because the sun's in our face. We can't see the colors that well. All right. Let's see if this bird spun around. And this is live, so I'm really... Oh, look, I think we found a brownie. We found a brownie. Okay. That is the brown shirt, and that is the airplane captain. Like we just said, similar to a crew chief. So we found a brown. We got two greens there. So as you guys go through this tutorial, you can identify the different types of jobs. We have our helicopter in the air up there just in case if one of us has a bad cat shot and wind up in a drink. And we'll go ahead and we'll line up this catapult here. We'll try to get this squared away as best we can. And I'll pull up a little close so we can actually see the action from this. We'll see what we're going to go through. So you can see the plane captain there. And we're waiting for this aircraft to take off in front of us. Then the jet blast door will drop. It's under his flight controls. He's wiping out his controls. And I'm sorry this is at an angle, but this is just the only option I've got here. Alright, this guy's going full afterburn, and he's about to get shot off. And he's out of here, and that jet blast door will drop so I can pull forward. We got some white shirts, green, and yellow, mostly at this point. So it drops, and I'm going to be directed forward. I want to just pull forward a little bit so we can kind of see our buddy here to the left of us. Get, all right. Okay, he's getting a hold signal, and they're attaching his carrier. And these guys, well, these guys over here are going to do the same thing for me. So they're walking around, and he's telling them he can lift his launch bar. That's what that signal meant. And the shooter's going to tell him to spool up his engines. And he's wiping out his controls at the same time. And then when the guys are ducking, and this guy is the shooter. Let's see if I can zoom in on this guy. I guess I can't. This guy's the shooter, and he shot him off the deck. And he's out of here. So they go back to their operations, and our guy up here is going to take care of us. Give me a moment here. Let's get our wings down and locked. Let's get ourselves reset here. Okay, that's set. And our wings are going into the down and lock position. Let me just verify. Okay, our wings are down and locked. Okay, so we're ready to go, and we have our yellow shirt up there guiding us in. And he's going to get me just close enough to attach my launch bar. And then they're going to move to the right side of the aircraft. And you want to be very nice and easy. You don't want to run anybody over. That would be bad. So what do we have here? We have white, yellow, green, yellow ahead. Okay, and that is the stop signal. At this point, our guys are going to come in, and they're going to guide me up. Now you're going to see some hand signals. He's going to be signaling, and he's just told me to extend my launch bar. So we're going to our launch bar, and we are extending it. The launch bar is down, and he's going to run over to the side. We go to the outside. We can see ourselves coming up, and this guy out there waving his arms is telling me I can creep up. So I'm going to add a little bit of power there to drift forward. Nice and easy. And you can see his hand signal, and it's better if I guess we look out the cockpit. Alright, so he's telling us to pull up. We're creeping up little by little. Little by little. I'm doing this really easy because I don't want to overshoot the launch bar. Just going to pull up, get closer. Close, and I'm really creeping this because I know I'm live and I don't want the trolls. Now we're at the bump right now, and he's still telling me to pull forward. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to just get over this hump, and we're still watching this guy out there. And we can see the guy on the bottom, letting them know that we need to pull forward. Nice and easy. And we're waiting for the hand signal. Okay, we got the stop signal. Now, he's going to give me the command to raise the launch bar. Okay, that is raising your launch bar, so we're going to go over here. We're going to look at the launch bar, and we are going to retract. Okay, the shooter is telling me to rev up, and we're going to wipe out our controls. You can hear the engines. I'm wiping out the controls, and we are going to hand salute him. I'm hand saluting him. The guys are ducking down, and the shooter's shooting me off the deck right now. Eyes forward. And we're out of here. Gear up, positive rate. 30 degrees right. And we want to be at it below, we want to be around 500 feet. Okay, slightly high. Push your nose downward because we do not want to interact with the inbound traffic. So about 500 feet is good. Got a little low there. Trying to. Okay, we're good to go. And you guys won't hear the sonic boom, but we are good to go. And about 820. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a flyby. You know I love the flyby. Sonic boom. We're supersonic. I just had to play with this, and I had to do this before I went to bed tonight. So, yeah, for all my aviation selection test battery and OAR guys, definitely check that article out because shirt deck colors do occasionally come up on the test. And I'm just wondering how this video is going to turn out. Because I Facebook Lived it, but I'm actually going to publish a video where you can actually see how it's really supposed to look without all this extra. On Facebook Live, I should have just went full screen, but I didn't. But hey, I'm learning and growing, so this is kind of just like a rough draft of the live. The main point was to get across the shirt deck colors, and we did that. So as far as I'm concerned, one more high-speed pass and mission accomplished. See you guys later. Kieno, STEMwithKieno.com. Good night.